and things. Yep, you know who this is. This obviously is your girl. Yes, you know this the queen. You know this the D. You know this the DD. You know this the me. You know this the goddess. Y'all know who this is. Anywho, I'm bringing y'all back to one of my ops that's on the list. Texas man charged in a Florida. The point of the matter is, it's a disgrace, DucSantis warns, to New York. Yeah, the point that I'm making is, DucSantis, okay. DucSantis made it finally in the news. I want to know what the hell and why the hell is he in the news? But he's saying something about New York, and I want to know if this got anything to do with Florida. Let's listen into this. However, let's see how long this is. A 7-minute and 42-second video. I for sure only I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. Lord, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to get to God and tell him that we out of this. Let's listen in.
The conservative media figures. I want to warn you right now, the comments may be disturbing to some viewers, but you've been charged in Florida over anti-Semitic threats to conservative media figures. I want to warn you right now, the comments may be disturbing to some viewers, but you need to hear this and see it. Law enforcement says the suspect said online, quote, "You're going to get killed soon, buddy. It's coming. Traitors get hung." Another one said that Americans will take turns beating your lifeless body with a piñata stick, you lifeless traitor. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis not going to tolerate that, and he isn't. This guy's name is Nicholas Ray. What could you tell us about this incident and what you did to follow up on it?
Well, Brian, we take political violence very seriously. I mean, people obviously have a right to express opinions, but the minute that goes into inciting violence against people generally, but certainly in our state, we're going to take action. So state law enforcement did the investigation. We're able to obtain an arrest warrant, and our Office of Statewide Prosecutor is going to bring this guy to justice. We got to have zero tolerance on this. We saw what happened with Charlie Kirk. We've seen other examples of political violence in recent years, and you're going to run into a dead end in Florida if you try that here.
It's against Laura Loomer, Josh Hammer, Seth Dillon. Did you notice, are these, just from anecdotal, are these threats going up, these type of threats?
I think they are. I mean, look, you know, as governor, this is something we get incoming, like, to me all the time, right? And that's just the nature of it. So it's something that's been pretty consistent since I've been in office for those. But in terms of going for people that are in the political process, not even elected officials, just people that are influencers or commentators. Yeah, I think if you compare that to 10 years ago, I think you absolutely will see an increase.
We've been holding the New York mayor's race as a national story because of the impact and the extreme views of the frontrunner, up by about 20 points, Zohran Mamdani. And a lot of people are saying if you're in New York, the place to go for solace and peace and a chance and promise has been Florida. The numbers don't lie. What is his candidacy since he won the nomination 2 weeks away from the election? What has it done for Florida real estate?
Well, I guess talk to us in a couple weeks. It'll probably cause Palm Beach to go up for sure. But I just look back and think, you know, we're not even 25 years removed from September 11th. And it was universal in that city and around the country, you know, never again. We were never gonna go down this road. And then you got a guy who is sympathetic with communism, Islamism, and he's going to get elected mayor in this city. I think, quite frankly, it's a disgrace. But I also think that it shows you New York City hasn't hit rock bottom. I mean, we remember New York City under Giuliani. And even after that, and then how it's gone south with de Blasio. This guy makes de Blasio look like Ronald Reagan. I mean, like, he is way far left of that. And I think when you're somebody that wants to disband the NYPD, those rank and file officers, those are blue collar, hardworking people. They are not going to want to work for a guy like this. I think you're going to see a lot of turmoil, and I think that it'll show that the city will further go down.
Here's what Eric Trump said, because now he lives in Florida, still has business assets in New York, and grew up here. Watch.
Why do we always have to be an experiment? Why can't we have, again, great education, low taxes, clean streets, safe streets, and let New York do what it does best, which is capitalism? I live in a state right now where Governor DeSantis is literally trying to get rid of property tax because that's how much excess money, Florida has in its budget. You know why? Because every single New Yorker left New York, and they all came down to, to Florida.
So that's a compliment. I guess he knows directly. South Florida real estate agents say they've seen about a 50% surge in website traffic since Mamdani won the Democratic nomination. But Eric knows what's going on. Are you going to get rid of property tax, by the way?
So we got to put it on the ballot, and the voters have to approve it. It's a constitutional issue in Florida. It's not something the state derives revenue for. It's a local issue. We're trying to focus on Florida homeowners and their primary resident, people that have Airbnbs or whatever, that's separate.
Yeah.
But your personal home, you shouldn't rent it from the government. You should own it. And, you're paying taxes for 50 years, but even for young families, it's become very difficult across this country to make ends meet. Wouldn't it be great if they were able to have home ownership without having the burden of property tax that? So that's coming to a ballot near you in November of 2026, and we need 60% of Florida voters to do it. And I think it's going to be very popular, but it's also something that's not an easy bar to reach when you have an election like that.
I understand. Now, a new study of this with the whole cell phone ban. You were one of, if not the first, to say there should not be cell phones in schools. And people pushed back and said, does Governor Ron DeSantis think he's a king and authoritarian? Well, now we've had the results. It's called We Want the Grades to Go Up. Kids to listen to their teachers and talk to other kids. Already you're seeing an increase in test scores going up, and the second year reduced unexcusable absence rates overall. Tell me about what you did, what your intention was, and the results as you see them.
Well, it's common sense. I mean, kids aren't going to learn if their faces are buried in a smartphone. It's also the type of thing where the traditional mode of instruction is really the way to go. Kids also need to be able to express themselves verbally. So there's a whole host of reasons from academic, but also from a teacher's perspective. If you want to recruit good teachers, who wants to sit in front of a classroom where none of the kids are paying attention?
Let's stop right there, goddammit, because I want to get on him, man. I want to get on Scalp Head so bad I don't know what to do. This man right here ain't nothing but a tongue-twisting, twingler-ass liar from the state of Florida that's not even telling the truth about our state. I want to know what's so different about our state that New York don't have going on. I mean, we're oversaturated and overpolitated with all the goddamn illegal immigrants. Let's talk about that. Isn't that what's going on over in New York? Trump, get off the knee. You got 14 left. Come and see what's going on in Florida. This man is a straight-up open-mouth liar. He's not talking about the rent is so goddamn high here until it's squeezing everybody out. He's not talking about that. He's not telling you how he have not spoke to anyone in black communities, not on my neck of the wood. And I'm almost certain that people like to come to my side of the beach than his side of the water. So I don't know what is really going on with DeSantis. Look like he's trying to lick somebody's ass. What you trying to get along with Trump? That's not going to work, you trading ass. He's a traitor. Wendy Statutory Link is a traitor. They're all traitors. DeSantis, you a traitor. He's a traitor. He's a liar. He doesn't help promote any cities in my neck of the woods. He don't even visit. DeSantis came here during COVID. Am I lying, peekaboo? He was literally not even 2 minutes away from me. He went to, if I'm not mistaken, the Jewish community, and he got out. And it's so surreal that he's so heavily into the Jewish population, and then I finds out St. Latter-day Saints Church owns 600 and probably 90,000 acres of land in Florida. DeSantis is aware that FPL keep high striking our lights, the bill, utilities. He don't even put out nothing so people can attend and honestly say, no, we are scuffling. You want me to pull up my light bill? It's disgraceful. DeSantis is not helping anyone but the rich. Florida is in shambles. Florida is totally out of control. I don't know where this snowbird ass, K-Lax, forehead, wide mouth, makeup wearing ass, zucchini britches wearing, funky foot ass person that loved, I think he loved spaghetti and stuff. If I'm not mistaken, he's Italy. And if I am mistaken, goddamn it, what you gonna do? Any of this a threat to you? Wait till I meet him. I can't wait to meet him. He does nothing. He does so much. Then explain to me why there keeps being over and over and over and over and over situations where the white counterparts in Orange County are being discriminative towards black people, including me at SeaWorld. And they're all focused on black women. What part of the state of Florida should DucSantis be discussing? He doesn't discuss anything where he's not really helping small communities. I understand that's a city commissioner's job. I understand that's a mayor's job. I understand that's the chief of, God damn it, I understand that's the city manager. I'll be meeting with a couple of those on Monday. I understand all of that. But you're telling me, as the papa of my state, you're not supposed to check in with none of your children? You're not supposed to check in with none of your cities? You're not supposed to check in with none of your counties? If the least this scumbag Fenorio should do is, why don't he even have a quarterly meeting with at least the city managers? Like, something he needs to start doing. Florida is going to shambles. You can believe what DeSantis tell you, but come and ask me. And all the businesses that I had to go and help and support. All the businesses that I up and ran with no support from my government. All the racism that we've been receiving, especially as black women. All the racism people has been receiving, especially as being poor. But he's egging this on. Look how he effed up Alligator Alcatraz. He got to get back in Trump's vision. Because he don't want to be voted out. Whoever this Byron guy is, he not getting his stank ass in there either. Unless governess have to come for him. I suggest he go to another state. My suggestion. Approved.
And so we viewed it as part of a teacher's Bill of Rights where, yeah, you have a right to teach kids that are going to be engaged.
You got the right to teach kids. Because you don't want disrespectful children. Yeah, I cut the video off. You heard enough of this scumber. You're going to tell me that the kids has to respect the teachers. But the kids also have to respect you too. But I want to know, who are you to disrespect mothers and fathers to come to a podium during COVID and get so harshly upset because the kids have on a mask? You made those kids take their mask off, even though their teacher told them to keep those masks on. The principal announced to keep those masks on. And you mean to tell me, and the mammy sent they stink asses out the door to put the mask on. But you came as the one man, mister, because you if you ask me, you ought to be more, it seems like you would be better friends with Obama. I just feel like Ash Snatcher would be better friends with Obama. God damn it, I want to know, who did he look up to? Because as long as you over here, and you're in Florida, you're supposed to look up to people like me. I'm the people. I can't wait to get the mic with him.
We also provided teachers protection against unruly students so that they could be
Shut your ass up. How many videos have y'all seen with DeSantis to come and report that he was going to put something together to get a better qualm, a better hold, put everything in a different bowl when it comes to the violence amongst students and teachers? He don't even put anything like that together. That's something where you're mending a bridge to with teachers. Because as a governor, do you not think a governor do you not think, as me being a governor, there would be no reason why I wouldn't want to understand what's really going on in my kid's school by, again, hosting meetings that make sense? You don't think that make a teacher feel good inside to say, oh, I'm so glad my governor is paying attention. I'm glad my governor honestly putting this on the list because it's not right. And he's going to always talk about it. Not just bring about it, because you ain't brought a damn thing. I can't tell y'all what DeSantis did for me. All I know is the last time I looked up, I remember him, Biden, and Kamala trying to do something. And then I took my big ass and went to bed. And I got a feeling I was asleep before the end too, because I was so damn sleepy I couldn't even get up. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Is it ready? Is it time for me to leave from here? If I got to go, I'm ready to go, because things ain't looking good, sounding good, and then I wake up to this Trish trash.
Discipline. And when we rolled that out, if you watched MSNBC,
and I want you to stop shaking your goddamn head, DucSantis. Like, damn, stop shaking your head like you wearing, I mean, what you wearing, Fruit of the Balloon poops? What you wearing, panty pots? Like, what you got on down there? All I see is this right here going on. Goddamn, what you see me? You can't see me yet. You gonna see me, but you ain't see me yet. You might have seen this spider web over here with this spider web. You might have seen that spider web over there with that scully welly, but you didn't get to see me yet. You just gonna go to bed when you remember me. Damn right you gonna go to bed when you remember me, because you gonna say, honey, I've never seen a woman run me down like this. I've never had a woman just go non-stop and won't stop. I don't ever see him talk on the racism and the discrimination. What governor is sending certain warnings about things, but this the same governor that want to take marijuana away? Not marijuana. If you have any kind of drug charge, you're not allowed to get a marijuana card. So maybe he don't know the definition. I'll see him when I see him. This man right here is a tongue-twisting twangler. And I'm going to do everything in my power. God damn it. Beaks, I don't think I'll make the deadline to be the governess of Florida. I will make sure this scoop up head know what I'm talking about. I will make sure Scoop Down would understand, buddy. You're going to look up at me. You're not going to have a choice, because I'm going to show you how you rise from nots to the halves. And you guys have had way too much. And it's nice of you to put on the United States little pendant. You wore it small enough. You and your buddy right here with this red ass tie on. Yeah, I got on all kind of derbays and stuff, and I'm matching. God damn it, what? I don't have to just put on pants leg and then up under that I have on goddamn breeches and what else y'all be wearing under y'all pants, man? Panties.
I mean, you thought the skies were going to fall. They were saying this is authoritarian. They were using every typical epithet that they do. Now the results are predictable, that it has improved academic performance. And I think it's important, Brian, to take a line on this now, because the technology is only going to get worse. When you start talking about some of the AI slop.
Shut your stank ass up. This man is such a effing liar. I shouldn't have even watched this video. I shouldn't have even watched it. I just want to slam dunk him so bad, because first of all, I can tell he gonna be a sassy cat, gonna be tooting his little ass at me and stuff like that, and wanting to tell me F you, and I'm gonna say, go ahead, get it out your system. I got mine out. That's why I quit using that type of profane language on July 17th of 2022, but I would cuss your stinking, funky, disgusting ass out so goddamn bad amongst the few words that I do use. And then you gonna say, whoa, what did she just do?
If we let the kids just kind of descend into kind of this digital morass without doing the traditional nuts and bolts of education, you're going to continue to see problems. So I think America.
Can I ask y'all a question? He looked like an old throw rug that we done walked on a long time and with, right? I mean, we took some of them old dirty, filthy, listen, they were skanky rugs. We moved them over to our next apartment anyway, even though we know it was dirty. Hey, dirtbag, skanky, and just outright not needed. This man isn't needed. This man is a contradicting trailer. You know what a trailer is. Trailer just sit right there. Sometimes it be limp, sometimes it be dimp, sometimes it have a it, sometimes it have a up, sometimes it just don't do nothing. This dirty peas. I don't think this dirty peas understand that my brownie cakes, 4 years old, know how to turn the phone on, put the password in, look up and notice all the other pictures on the other big screen TV. Make sure it's the same picture on the little cell phone, tablet, iPad, whichever one you give her. 4. She know how to scroll the goddamn the YouTube and everything she be on. She scroll it just like this, and then she get what she want. Then she move it back up again, and then she take a screen down for her. Y'all know Brownie Cakes. I better go look at my Brownie Cakes. She'll be back. You gonna tell me the kids is not gonna get caught up? The kids listen to what you guys are teaching in the books. I don't even understand what y'all teaching these children. I think y'all suck. Y'all, you're sitting up here basically throwing parents away in a big sense if they understand where I'm going at with this. This guy, the tongue twisting twangler of him he is, don't have a clue about what's really going on in those classes. Those children, most of those kids are far more advanced than you would ever believe. The problem with it is the curriculum is not catching up with them, because they are the ones that were more educated to the computer nitwit. DucSantis. Because you always can't stuff back. I recant, I'm DuCant, I'm decant. I mean, this man is just the Cantus. I'm going to just call him Cantus. Who that is, Cantus? Cantus who? D? D who? D, you don't know me? D? D Cantus? I can't say that. Okay, D Cantus. I mean, and I see all this. Okay, D Cantus, because I thought y'all told me only black girls do that. Only black girls do that. Whites, they don't do that. Those kids are way more far advanced than we think. The curriculum system need to be updated. We need to get real good people in there to look through those books. Like the young men that run multiple channels on YouTube, that know the ins and the out of books just like that. We know people that know the ins. Young people already know the ins and the outs to the Bibles. The reason that I'm saying is we need to move the stage up. Incorporated in that curriculum of teachers, AI should be included as at least an hour. So you guys aren't looking into the system, because I haven't heard you mention anything like that. Mr. D. Cantus, yeah, I want you to decant it. I want you to decant it, but don't use the D when you're doing stuff the other way. Like recant. Definitely don't associate D with that one. Just say, hi, my name is Recant. Yeah, recanting everything I goddamn said before, because I'm going to have to scratch my head. You see this little part right here? I'm like, damn, where this part lead to? That might be the other part of that's probably where I'm at in my journey. Up on top of his goddamn head, getting ready to slide down. And when I slide down, I'm going to scratch his goddamn back. I'm going to say, peekaboo. You listen, look right here. You don't see that split right there? Man, that look like the alleyway to us. Come in my community. That's the alley. Let's go through the alley. Y'all remember? I'd rather go through the alley. This man ain't nothing but a tongue-twisting, twink-ass twangler. And all he doing is trying to ussy foot up so he can get with Trump. That's all it's about. But he just don't know. Trump still don't like your ass. And Trump don't even trust you. Trump don't trust me either. And that's what I like. When it's time for us to talk, goddammit, we'll hold a conversation. Until then, we don't have to talk. And when it's time to talk, if I say I don't want to talk, I won't. Y'all gonna understand that about me. And this one right here, he ain't gonna be able to talk, because I'm gonna dupe his ass so far on the other side of the town. He ain't gonna know what to do. He gonna say, damn, did all the people forget about me? I'm gonna say, yeah, they was listening to your ass for the last damn 8 years. You think we want another 30 years of you? And what you gonna do, what y'all governors gonna do when we get it ruled, when we put it on the damn map where there will be 2 of you in the house? That's a governor and a governess. That's why you can't understand what's going on in the school curriculums, because guess what? Back then it was the women that were training children and teaching them. Now y'all got damn near half of the damn men. I ain't say all your men, and if the glove don't fit, goddamn it, don't force it. Y'all men know y'all working in them goddamn schools with them little girls. How many cases y'all see in there where these male teachers and stuff over there fornicating and not fornicating and everything with these children? Got a man over every goddamn thing. Then the weak ass women don't have nobody to fight with, so they shut down. I'm not shutting down. You can shut this channel down, but you can't shut me down. Somebody will go to put me on their goddamn channel. Then I'll be done tweaked on everybody's house. I'm here. Yep. I'm in your house. Yep. You got a blessing. Yep. Here you go. Yep. Now, I know this man ain't never been in your neighborhood. I ain't scared of your neighborhood. Matter of fact, I done been in both neighborhoods. And I can tell you which one I know is better. When you see me, ask me. And I said, ask me. Teachers don't even teach the children to even say those words correctly and properly. And this man got the gauze to be sitting here basically belittling children. Man, these kids, the one, who do you think really, what made you think technology advanced? Because technology understood that those were going to be the next generation of children that were not going to be in hell, and they will dominate and populate the market when it comes to being up here. But guess what? The problem with it is, see, us in the black community, we still got it down there. We didn't just go straight up in the air because we couldn't. So I wanted him to take that back, and I'm looking on the top of his head looking like, okay, that's the way out right there. He want to talk about the school system, and he don't even know nothing about the school system. So if that's the case, DucSantis, why didn't you go and say anything about the protest, the one that was in Florida? I mean, I got video and footage of the one that was over there. You'd been just like me. They never seen you before in person, and guess what? They never seen me. Then plus, I was the only black one there. I'm just looking at the top of DeSantis' head. Y'all, ain't nobody gonna tell me right up in there. You don't see that skirt. Like, you know how we do. Like, imagine if you was in the desert and people was chasing you, and y'all know it was corn and stuff. Then you know your grandmammies and your mammies already been through that. I don't give a damn if they spent any of these. You could have spent any of these. I don't give a damn how you got it done. But you didn't. Listen, wasn't that one of them turns? Oh, we can hide right here. Man, that's how the tip of DeSantis' head look like a hideaway spot. But that hideaway spot, when you go down the hill, see the hill right here? When you go down that hill right there, it's like, woo! And buff, man, and you got them boys, you be holding on to them. But no, I ain't never do nothing like that because I don't do hikes. I don't do hikes. Why do you think I'm allowed to guide their ass down the damn hill? Because I'm looking down on his goddamn head. Everything he got on his head, I can tell you what's there. So then, as long as I'm looking on top of his goddamn head, and I can tell him, like, hey, which head you decide? Well, yeah, but this is what we're talking about right here. I'm just saying, this right here, that's my way out.
If now other states are following this, even blue states are following it, I think you're going to start to see test scores go up in this country if we have this cell phone policy.
You a damn cell phone policy lie. You guys are trying to be slick because a lot of the footage that we get is because those kids are also in school recording. And if it wasn't for the kids recording, imagine a lot of the police brutality. We need to stop this ban. We need to fight this ban. That's taking away a right. Just like you got the right to bear arms, you should have the right to keep your phone in case of an emergency, has been proven over and over again in our system. If it wasn't for those same cell phones that those kids had, we wouldn't even capture all the police brutality. It's those same kids that are in school. That's the same generation that taught us how to even really use cell phones and text messaging. So to ban something like that is unfair. I understand the effing rule. Calm down. I understand in the classroom, the rule is no phone. And those should be between certain times. But you shouldn't tell them cell phones are banned, not from school.
Nationwide. I think it's the right thing to do. And obviously in Florida, the results are in.
Real quick, when are the DeSantis kids getting cell phones?
Well, if you talk to my wife, they will never get a smartphone. She wants a flip phone,
Okay.
and not anytime soon. They're kindergarten, second grade, and third grade. So we'll see what happens. It's hard to know what's going to even be on the market in 5 or 10 years.
All right, Governor, thanks so much. Always great to get your insights. Have a great day.
Doesn't he look like that? Dirtbag head. Do y'all understand what that ban mean? Do you understand what a cell phone ban means? So how would we have gotten any type of footage from some of the shootings in school? How did they come up with a lot of their evidence other than searching the web and kids not knowing that, no, you give this to your mom, you let your mom know how important and powerful this footage is, and let them come to you for it and let them pay you good for it? How many times have those same kids' cell phone saved a victim and caught a criminal? No. 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 No go. Screw you, DeSantis. That's a no effing go. That is a no go. Those kids are not protected in schools. Those children are not protected in those classrooms. I'm getting ready to work on a case right now of something with a young lady where her son was drinking water and the teacher decides to push his head down and tell him, I didn't tell you you can drink that water right now. You don't need the water. So, no. I'm going to push back on this one. I need to understand exactly what he means and why he's saying it and what's the full scope of banned cell phones in school. But I'm going to fight for that to be a goddamn lie. Just like his alleyway head back. That's an alleyway-ass lie. That's the biggest lie I ever heard of. And DeSantis, I don't give a damn what your wife said. Tell her she haven't met me yet. You better know it.